Hey guys, I'm just going to make this video about my comments on the liberal gun control proposals. Um, I got about 7 or 8 points here. I'll just go over them, and most of them are stupid, but anyways. Um, they go on to start by saying Stephen Harper has weakened Canadian gun laws and making Canadians more vulnerable and communities more dangerous, which is a lie, but whatever. Um, First point is they're going to repeal the changes made by Bill C-42 that allows restricted and prohibited weapons to be freely transported without a permit, and we will put decision making about weapons restrictions back in the hands of police, not politicians. Okay, so if you don't know what Bill C-42 is, what it does is make it so before Bill C-42, if you had a restricted gun, which pistol or AR-15 are probably the two most common types, but there's other ones. But anyways, to shoot those, like you can only shoot those guns at approved ranges, and to take those guns there, basically what you need is what's called an ATT, that basically is a piece of paper that allows you to carry your gun to the range and back. And it also says within a reasonable distance or a reasonable route. So the notion that people are going to be having guns at hockey rinks, stores, and all that stuff is, I think, fear mongering, if anything. But anyways, they're basically lying about that point. You still need a permit. What Bill C-42 did is make it so that when you get a restricted PAL, you get an ATT, which is way better because you still have the same permit. So they're basically saying that you don't need a permit, which is a lie. You still have the permit, it's just built right into your license, rather than making you have to carry a piece of paper around that says you can take your gun from your house to the range. Anybody that thinks that piece of paper is gonna stop a criminal is retarded. They're also gonna put or the decision making about weapons restrictions back in the hands of police, not politicians. Neither one really works. You really need someone that actually knows what they're talking about, and someone who actually knows what they're talking about would tell you that all guns should be classified as the same. Maybe not full auto, but that's a whole other conversation. They want to provide $100 million a year to each to the provinces and territories to support guns and gangs task forces, to take illegal guns off our streets to reduce gang violence. I noticed they said illegal guns. That's the only point here where they actually want to target people who own illegal guns. If they made just that point, I think that'd be more than enough. That would definitely reduce our violence, but they'd much rather go after legal gun owners. They want to modify the Canadian Firearms Advisory Committee to include knowledgeable law enforcement officers, public health advocates, representatives from women's groups, and members of the legal community. That's just a disaster. Just by adding the representatives from women's groups, that you can tell right away when they say that, or they knowledgeable law enforcement. Those would just be guys that just automatically are against guns no matter what. Next point, require enhanced background checks for anyone seeking to purchase a handgun or other restricted firearm. Whoever made up that point, I don't even know if they've looked up the rules for buying a gun in Canada, because anybody with a restricted or even a non-restricted PAL already gets a background check done on them every day for as long as they have that license. So what else are you gonna do? You're basically just funneling money down a hole. You're not preventing anyone from having any violence done on them. There already is very, very strict background check laws. I don't understand that point either, but Require purchasers of firearms to show a license when they buy a gun, and require all sellers to confirm the license is valid. Well, another lie there. Number one, you already have to show a license when you're buying a gun, and the seller already does have to confirm it's valid. So that's another just a total stupid point that you're spending needless resources on. Um, number The next one is require firearms vendors to keep records of firearms inventory and sales to assist police in investigating firearms trafficking and other crimes. I'd be okay with that as long as they weren't going to go after legal gun owners with those, which another thing about that is it's probably a backdoor registry, so I guess actually I'd be strongly against it when you put it that way. Um, they know that people generally, when they call it a registry, won't support it, so they're going to do backdoor things like um, basically they're going to, make the firearms vendor send them a piece of paper telling who owns what gun, where they live, all that type of stuff. So it's basically a registry. You might as well just call it that. Immediately implement import gun marking regulations that have been delayed by Stephen Harper. I'm pretty sure most guns to Canada are imported, so I don't really know what to say about that point, but I'm sure it's something stupid. As part of our investment border infrastructure, invest in technologies to enhance our border guards' ability to detect and haul illegal guns from entering Canada. Well, that sounds not bad, but if you talk to the average person about border infrastructure, in the U.S. they'll tell you you're racist because you don't want to bring Mexicans in, but I guess in Canada it's just fine. Another just retarded point by the Liberals. Anyways, I got this article too to bring up. This is an article by Forbes. Um, it just goes on to talk about Canada and the U.S.'s gun laws, but um, here it goes on to say that basically with all the Liberals wanting to enhance all our regulations, restrictions, all that stuff, I just thought this was a good thing to pull up to prove that it's just needless money spent. It was a study done by actually the police and the Canadian government. Anyways, it was a this was I'll just read this paragraph and then talk about it. There was also the question of how registering guns was supposed to reduce crime and suicide. From 1997 to 2005, only 13% of guns used in homicides were registered. Police studies estimated that 2 to 16% of guns used in crimes were stolen from legal gun owners, and thus potentially in the registry. So basically means that 2 to 16% of guns stolen were registered, which means 2 to 16% of guns stolen could be tracked. The bulk of the guns Canadian officials were concluded were unregistered weapons imported illegally from the U.S. by gangs. The first thing a lot of people are saying is we'll just get stricter regulations on bringing in guns, hope the U.S. will do that, but I don't know if people have seen, but basically any illegal substance item or something is easily brought into Canada, easily brought into the U.S. Like drugs are the perfect example. Like anybody can go in the streets of a big city and find drugs, guns. It's such a needless battle, but anyways, those are just my thoughts. I'll be making more videos in the future about gun control and stuff, so stay tuned.